Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Miriam Zhao, wife, mama for real estate investor and entrepreneur. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about my offer being accepted. So let's get right into it. Hey y'all, so in the sequel to the other video, right? The second to last video that I have on my page, no, 3 videos ago, talking about the multifamily, where I had a little clip in there of me talking to my realtor. I'll put the link to the video right here, but I had a little clip in there of me talking to my realtor. I actually showed you the properties. I went to go see 2 properties that day. They were both multifamilies, both big lots. So the first property was listed for $329,000. I put an offer in for $360,000, so $30,000 above asking. And that property had 2 tenants in it. One was month to month. I'll put images of the property as I'm talking about it or videos, but one was month to month. And then so it was a 1-bedroom unit that was, their lease wasn't going to be done until June, and I'm filming this video today, May 31st, but all of this was taking place in February. So I actually went to see the property. Mid-February is when I went to go see both properties. I saw both of them and I placed the offer on both of them the same day that I saw them. I believe like February 18th, 17th, around that time. So at the time, that 1-bedroom, they had a lease that was not going to free up until the summer. They didn't even give me a month, but they just told us the summer. I placed the offer above asking for 30 grand, above asking $360,000, which is a lot, but I plan to do that with a loan. And then I just had to put like a percentage down, so that was gonna be fine. I wasn't gonna be paying cash for that. But what I liked about it is it was a property, it was on a big lot, so it was on a corner lot. So the house itself, let's say, was on A Street, but this side, like let's say this is B Street, was completely empty. I had thoughts of putting another property facing B Street, a multifamily. So at this moment, I'm either interested in a multifamily property or properties that have a big lot with the potential of, you know, getting it zoned to be a multifamily. And then it had that big garage in there, remember? It was empty, that you could easily turn into like a studio or a 1-bedroom. So I placed the offer on that property for $30,000 above asking. I made it strong. And then the second property, you see, I didn't really like this property at first as much as the first property. That's why I went really hard, 30 grand above asking with the first property. So I didn't really like that property as much because there was work entitled, right, to that property. But as you know, as an investor, when you're buying a property, you need to buy a property with some distress under market value. Now, it started to grow on me. I placed both of these offers on a Sunday. I had time to think about it. And then so the second property, that was listed for $299,000. Both of these properties are in Hamilton, New Jersey, which is so much better than Trenton. It's like the suburbs. It's the school district is better. It's a little bit more desirable area. So that's kind of what I was looking into. I didn't want to do any more properties in Trenton since I already have a property there. I wanted to start to, you know, go into higher value properties in better areas, and that's what you want to do. Start small where you can afford, and then, you know, appreciate that, and then eventually build up until you can get out of the neighborhoods and get into neighborhoods that you want to get to. My ultimate goal is eventually invest in New York City, where I'm from, right? So that's the ultimate goal for me. But scale up until you get bigger and bigger, until you could, you know, get into bigger properties. Y'all, it's like 97 degrees. I just got my hair done. I should never got it done today because the whole vibe is sweating out and I'm about to cry, but it's all right though. It's gonna go from slick back to Miss Stiff in a minute. But anyway, so the second property was for $299,000. Now in the second property, I offered 10 grand above asking. So I only offered $310,000 above asking for that. I wanted both properties. They were both in Hamilton. They were about 5 or 10 minutes away from each other. And then the second one started to grow on me more. So as I placed my offer for both properties, the second offer got accepted right away. When I say right away, I mean like the next day they called me. We placed the offer on Sunday, this Monday, and said, hey, we're gonna go with your offer. And me and Lila know I really wanted the second offer, and the first people didn't get back to us yet. So I'm like, yeah, they accepted the offer, but I don't think I want their house. So then we found out that there was another person that put the same bid as me, same offer as me for the other property for 360 grand. But So the seller wasn't really interested in more money. They just want to make sure they can go with someone that, you know, that the deal is gonna go. So I actually went ahead and wrote a letter. I did this when I was buying my house, my primary residence that I'm in now. So I wrote a letter. All right, so this is the letter that I did to the homeowner for the home that didn't accept my offer. But I said, hi, my name is Miriam. I'm a marketing executive at wife and mom of 4. I have an 8-year-old, a 5-year-old. Introduced myself, gave them some backstory with my children and stuff like that. Thank you for the opportunity to make an offer on your beautiful home. I recently bought my first investment property in Trenton in November 2020, all cash, and it was a great experience. The pandemic brought uneasy times, and in the event to earn income, I decided to liquidate my 401k and invest in myself. That was my best decision I could have made for my family. I learned a lot from the property, but it made me fall in love with real estate even more. My why is to buy back my time and freedom, one property at a time, and in return spend more time with my young children. From the moment I saw your home listed online, I could tell it was very special. I'm gonna get my glasses. All right, got the Burberry's on, okay. Night and day. My favorite aspects of your home is the curb appeal, the layout, the fact that the home is in great condition and does not need any work, unlike my first investment that needed a full rehab. The home has been well maintained, that is obvious. I love that it's a corner lot with plenty of backyard space. I took a drive around the neighborhood and it only made me want the home even more as it is in a great location. I've been looking for a good home around the neighborhood for a few weeks now with no luck until I came across your property. As a multi-family, it would be great for us to stay with when visiting Sesame Place and Six Flags with our children. This is my reason of submitting what I believe to be a very strong offer. I would be honored if you accept my offer to become the new owner of your home, as I will also take great care and pride of its ownership. If my offer is accepted, I will gladly put in every effort and expedite any bank requirements to close the escrow in the shortest possible time. Thank you so much for your consideration and best wishes on your next steps. So anyway, sent that letter in to try to seal the deal. It worked when I bought this house. It didn't work with this one. And the seller's agent called my agent and was just like, she's actually, you know, she's sad that I didn't get it, but the only reason why they didn't go with my deal is because the other buyer said if anything happened where their loan wasn't going to go through, they had $360,000 cash to seal the deal. So either way, like, this deal was going to happen. So they gave them that assurance, and of course the seller went with them only because, you know, they had the cash to back it up, and I ain't got $360,000 laying around. It is what it is. Honestly, after, like, I was waiting for them to get back to us and I started to sleep on it, I started to, you know, ask myself. I go back and I dig into the books. So just because I have these books, I read them one time, I'll always go back digging. And I started reading, you know, some chapters in my multifamily book, and it's like, you make your money back the most when you buy. So do you want to buy a property 30 grand over asking? I mean, this market will make you do things that is not really normal just because it's a seller's market right now. Someone placed their home on you know, MLS, and then you get 50 offers. My agent was telling me about a story where there was literally 52 offers on a home. 52 offers on a home is crazy. It's like, who do you even choose at this point? So and a lot of times owners are not even going with whoever has the highest highest offer. They're going with who has cash, even if it's a little bit lower, who can get it done faster. So and to give you some idea on how I make my offers, I make them, when it's this loan offer, I did like a 30 grand above asking. I usually do like an appraisal gap. So when you're buying a house, say I offer $360,000 for the house, the lender that I'm going to go with, they're going to come, they're going to have an appraiser come appraise the house, and they're going to say, you know what, the home is only worth $320,000, right? No, 300, let's say it's only $350,000, and I offer $360,000. So I did a $5,000 appraisal gap, which means that gap, right? I said I was going to offer $360K. The home is only worth $350K, so the bank is only willing to give me $350K. So now there's a $10,000 gap where they're not going to get the 10 grand. I'm offering $5,000 to close that gap. So it's going to be $5,000 less. And this is just an example. of what they're gonna get. They're gonna get $355,000 because the bank is giving me $350, and I'm gonna close that gap with $5,000, so it'll be $355 instead of $360. But I always like to put those kind of gaps in there, 5K gaps in there. You could do 10K, whatever amount you want to do, but I put that in there just a little bit more insurance cushion for the homeowner when they get these high, you know, above asking offers. And to be honest, they listed the property for $329, and I'm giving them, you know, $30,000 above asking. So I don't think any owner would be, you know, that upset that it came back, you know, $5,000 under, or whatever the case may be. But I like to do that gap in there, gap cushion in there. I forgot the right term for it, but I always do that. And then I did you can't really do a 2-week close and stuff like that when it's a loan, because there's a lot of paperwork and appraisals and stuff like that involved. Whereas I usually do the appraisal and inspections after we close with a all cash deal, so it's a little bit different. So that's what I did to make it stronger, 30K above asking, and then that appraisal gap. So I didn't get that. But as I was, you know, going back into where I started and reading my multifamily books and doing my research, I was like, yo, I'm not supposed to be offering 30 grand above asking. Like, I got to this property and I was like, and then I'm like, one of the units is a 1-bedroom, the other one's a 2-bedroom. The one that's a 2-bedroom, they're there on a month to month, so I could have easily got them out. But my goal is to, at the time I bought this, and I was looking at this house in February, the goal was to get this up and running for Airbnb, convert the garage into another unit, 3 units, convert it, and have it up and running by the summer, because this is by the, you know, the cool months, because this is prime season with Airbnb, the nice months and stuff like that, where people are coming and visiting family on the East Coast. So that was the goal. So then I started to just not like secretly want them to deny the offer, to be honest. And then the other property, $299,000, I only offered $10,000 above asking. It was 2-bedroom, so 2-bedroom downstairs, 2-bedroom upstairs, good sizes, it had good bones. But what I loved, of course, that you guys saw in the video, was the outbuilding. It had a huge outbuilding in the back that already had plumbing and electrical and stuff like that. Now it needed some work, the roof was falling apart or whatever, but it was already zoned. And this property was across the street from like different multifamily, so I know getting it zoned, well, it was already zoned for a multifamily. But then what really sealed the deal for this property was the other property that I lost was 0.26 acres or 0.25 acres. So it was only so it was a quarter of an acre. So this property was half of an acre. It was literally 0.5 something, literally half of an acre. So it was double the other property, more units, well, more bedrooms than the other property. It just needed the work. So that's where you get your money. When this property is done and finished, it's definitely going to be way more value, worth more than the other property, because it's double the lot size. So that's when I was just like, you know what, this is actually the property to go with. Since I'm putting 30% down, my mortgage, my loan was going to be like in the 2s. So it was just everything happens for a reason. So they accepted my offer, and I actually am happy that they accepted my offer. So now all the paperwork begins. When you're closing on the property with a loan, it could take anywhere from 30 to 2 months. Sometimes it could take 3 months depending on the lender. So now we got to get all the paperwork and all that stuff. And remember, I've been working on this deal since February, so I'm really excited about that. Stay tuned for this series. I don't know if I should start numbering this series, but you guys saw the video of me touring the property, placing the offer. I gave you some raw footage of that, and today I just want to tell you that I accepted the offer. Well, they accepted my offer, and now we are under contract. So I have to send the earnest money. I think my earnest money, oh, and another way of me making it strong is I give them a big earnest money. So my earnest money is usually like a percentage. So the house is $310,000. So the percentage would probably be like, I don't know if it's 1% or 10%, whatever, but I made my earnest money 10 grand. So 10 grand, basically, you send it to the title company. I've already done that. I hired a lawyer for this one. This is not, when you have a loan involved, I like to hire lawyers. So we've been going back and forth, the seller and the me and the seller. I already got an inspection done, so I'm gonna enter some raw footage here of the inspection. Alright, y'all, this is the second house. Come to look at multifamily. I think that's the little garage. I don't really know it. It's a big lot too. The neighborhood is fire, y'all. You know, look nice and quiet. Suburban, people walking their dogs. Nice and quiet. Let me see what this looking like. This house is actually not that bad, y'all. Oh, it's really nice. It's a multifamily, so we about to see what it's doing. The house is giving me that kind of smell. Okay, so you need to do some work on this house. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as the Trenton house. Oh, this is the basement. Okay. I'm probably mixing it up. So wait, where's the living room? This is the living room? No, this is the dining room. Yeah. Oh, that's the living room. I don't even know. Kitchen looks nice. Nice little island. Right. These lots is big. So that, I think that's the thing. Oh, yo, the things I could do with the back of this motherfucking property. The things I could do back here. Oh, is this shit a farm or some shit? I'm scared now. I'm scared, y'all. Oh, I'm scared to go in there. Oh. Train. What if something's in there, y'all? I'm scared. It's part of it? Oh, wow. So what is this? Okay. I'm brave, y'all. I came in by myself. Inspection cost me about $700. I'm already almost 11 grand into this property, but hopefully everything goes well, fingers crossed. And I just wanted to give you this video. Like I said, I'm back, and that's it for today's video. So if you have any questions, put it in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for all the positive comments and messages and DMs from you guys. It's it's encouraging me to continue to do these videos and make time to give you guys these videos, because I see that you guys are learning a lot from what I'm learning. I learn it, I come back and I share it with you guys. So I'm loving this community. Thank you so much for all the positive people under the comments. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you had a nice Memorial Day yesterday, but enjoy the rest of your week, and until next time.